So I froze, which I think is hilarious because it's like this message is so powerful that it's just messing with the technology. No, it's not some dark being trying to get in and sabotage us, okay? Why would you even think that for a second? What are you going to create when you remember that we're always creating with our thoughts? What is that going to even do for us? So let's not waste our time. Let's remember that there's nothing other than the self. And what just happened there was our power collectively messing with the technology. We're showing it who's boss. So another part of this message that's really important is, what is that? Like, what is, when we go back to heal that childhood memory, when we go back to close up that chapter and move forward, what is happening there? We're healing our emotions. Our emotional intelligence is a very powerful guidance system that we have access to on this earth here in these bodies. Our emotions are very important. They are key to our healing, and it's becoming very clear why. And this will continue to happen as we move along the path of evolution together. And we need to really understand what our emotions are and what it means to be emotionally intelligent. What is the practical application of this emotional intelligence guidance system? I would love to help you on your personal journey with this. I'm a channel. I can see your personal tree within the tree of life, and I can help you to get to these understandings and what that means for you, But again, it's important for all of us to understand why we're here and what our emotions can do for us, how they can be an ally on our journey. So another way to explain this is the heart is here, the crown is here. And if we're wanting to move up into the crown and ascend, the heart needs to rise and meet the crown, right? You can think of this in terms of the Queen of Cups. She is the water of water. She's the heart of hearts. She's the queen. And then this is like the King of Wands, the air of fire, the fiery leader. Okay, fire is spirit. Fire is the element of air, of spirit, sorry. I'm so excited, I can't even talk. Okay, so King of Wands, okay, so he's like the king of the spirit realm. And then we have the Queen of Cups. She's the queen of the heart. And the king cannot ascend and fight for what he believes in and be successful if he doesn't remember what he believes in or what he's fighting for. It's all about the heart. We have to go through the whole suit first. We have to be the page where we be in our youthfulness and in our fullest expression to first get everything out, have a learning experience without judgment, get it all out so that when we get to the knight, we can properly dissect the information and then act on it. The knight is on the horse, so he takes action upon what he just learned. Okay. And then from the knight, we get to the queen, to the heart, the emotional aspect behind our experience. We understand our emotions as our guidance system, and we apply it to our process that we're running with on that horse, right? And then when we get our emotions in alignment with what it is we're wanting to achieve and move toward, we become the king. We become the master. We have integrated our emotions. We have allowed them to guide us in the highest way. We remember the heart, and we carry the heart through our intentions and into materialization. The king can go nowhere without the queen. The queen cannot be found until we go through the page and the knight. There's a process to life, and we can't skip steps. It will only create chaos. So this is why our emotional intelligence system is so important. We really need to once and for all do this healing, and we are, and it's happening now. And that's why people like me and people like you are getting together and uniting in this unified mission, this goal that we're all here to accomplish. Okay, so we're in this together. We're here to help each other. We need to get in touch with our emotions, what they mean, how they guide us, and we need to, by understanding the science of the mind once and for all, begin to use this guidance system and integrate it in a way that helps us to take a quantum leap ahead. Okay? So let's get in touch with our emotional guidance system. Let's understand how we need the heart if we want to ascend. The king needs the queen. He fights for her. Without her, he has no goal. What are we trying to achieve on this ascension process? What are we moving toward? It's all by and for, and even through the heart. Everything happens through this heart space. We can't forget the goal. And we won't if we just be it here now. That's all you need to do. Just be love. So I'm going to make a video soon about emotional intelligence and how we can use it on this mission. So for those of you who tuned in, thank you so much. I see you doing the work. I'm so here with you. I'm so excited to continue to work and play together on this journey. I have so much to share, and I look forward to the reflection of that through each and every one of you. If you like hearing about these mission consciousness focused videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You just search Rebecca Magic, because as soon as I'm done uploading these spontaneous videos here, I then upload them to YouTube, and they're all organized in order there. So if you subscribe, you'll get notifications when I get the random inspiration to download and put it live. So the next one, again, will be about our emotional intelligence. So stay tuned if you want to hear more about that. But what I'm inviting you to do, if you didn't hear part 1 of this video, please go back and check that out. We got cut off there. But what I invite you to do is to go back to your inner child and just explain. We were in between two worlds. Things were changing. Things have been changing. And the materialization of those inner changes is finally coming to fruition. Our world is really physically changing right now, you guys. It really is. So we have all of that to be our motivation, to know that it's really happening now. It's our motivation to really have hope, maintain that hope in our hearts and in our minds, and to manifest from that space. So I invite you to go into your inner child, talk to her, talk to him, and just explain what you know now, that you were in between two worlds. But you can absolutely be in one, but of the other. And when you understand this, my child, you will then have achieved a harmonic convergence on an inner realm so deep that it will immediately activate the materialization of it in every other dimension. This is the law. There is no way around this. This is natural law. It rules above, below, within, without. So tell your inner child, who represents the child from the beginning, that we can be in this world, but not of it. And that is the bridging of the world here now. We can do that, and we must do that here now, to create the harmonic convergence within, and as a unified collective consciousness, without. And know that you are healing a chapter that is much bigger than this one you think you are healing. It is much more expansive, and it is great work that you are doing, that we are doing here now together. It's time to create that space. It's time to close that chapter with the most understanding and love. And it's so simple. All we need to do is explain, is make the connection, bridge the world. Just talk. Just talk to your inner self. Make that connection. And then we can finally close up that chapter and move forward. This is reflected in the tarot. There's a card, the Four of Swords, if you'd like to look it up. Swords are the mind, thoughts. It's all about rest and integration. This is an important part of the cycle within the greater cycle, all cycles. At the end and beginning of every cycle, it's important to remember there's a time for rest and integration. When we rest, just like the caterpillar goes into the cocoon before he becomes a butterfly, we allow for the processing of the previous chapter so that we can most fully make peace with it, create understanding, which leads to compassion, which leads to acceptance of what was, to be able to let it die, let it go, so that new life can be born. So rest, integrate as your inner child. Go back there. And in that processing, you will bridge the worlds with full acceptance and understanding, authentically understanding what was, making peace with it, letting it go once and for all. Please share with me your experiences as you do this healing work and you go back to the inner child. This is a huge activation, you guys. This is huge. Remember, bridge the worlds. How do we do that? By practicing the knowing, by demonstrating your faith in that we can be in this world and not of it. That's the only difference. It's a shift in perspective. That's all we need to do, is shift that perspective from the timeline of when we were a child, and then it will shift all of the timelines. This is huge. I'm so happy to be doing this with you guys, and I'm so happy to be on this mission and to open myself up so much to this information that wants to come through for the one, for all of us. Please share with me your experiences as you go through this. I really want to hear about them. I want to further envision them with you. And I already have, like I said in the part 1 of this video, I'm there with your inner child. We're just waiting for you now. We're all here together now. Harmonic Convergence 2018. Aquarius, Aquarius. Harmony and understanding. It's true. So share with me your experiences and know that this is only the beginning. There are so many fun things coming up, you guys, and I'm really excited to share all those things with you, but first we need to get through this step so that we can call in our fullest presence to move ahead. I'd love to help you. I offer activations 3 times a month for the new moon, the full moon, and then right in between. So I also can help you any day because it doesn't matter if it's not at those points. All moments exist within the one. So in each moment there's an opportunity to get clear, to pull out the tools that are wanting to be provided to move ahead when we feel stuck or lost. So I would love to help you, offer readings or activations. And just keep an eye out for more material. As you guys share your stories with me, it adds to my spiritual statistics and helps me to maintain awareness of exactly where we are at as a unified consciousness on this journey. So thank you for doing this activation. Thank you for healing that thing that has been wanting to heal so we could close that chapter. And you know what I mean. I'm not just talking about this life. It's time, here, now. Bridge the worlds. I love you. Thank you.